Thank you very much, Ambassador, for joining me. Viewers, moving ahead now, let's cover news from Japan, where Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi's coalition partner suggested last Sunday that she may call an early general election after media reports indicated that she could hold a snap vote in February. Some reports suggest February 8 or 15 as possible dates, though nothing has been officially stated. This would mark the first time Takaichi, Japan's first female prime minister, faces voters, where she would gain a chance to capitalize on strong approval ratings since taking office in October. Experts say that an early election could complicate Takaichi's $783 billion spending plan, which is her first budget as prime minister. Lawmakers must approve the budget by end of March, or the government would have to rely on a temporary stopgap budget. Such a measure would allow continued spending at existing levels, but could delay new stimulus programs which are designed to ease inflation and support the economy. Now, Takaichi has gained support from right-wing voters for a tough stance on China, but her last year's November 7 comments on Taiwan angered Beijing, who then imposed travel restrictions and export curbs on Japan. I request Dr. Taniguchi, who's former advisor to late Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, to join me in this conversation. Thank you very much, Dr. Taniguchi, for joining us here. Doctor, what are the real challenges that Takaichi really faces if she goes for a snap vote?
Rather than challenges, she, as very much an optimist, views opportunities. And timing-wise, I think this is the right moment for her, perceived by her, to dissolve Japanese lower house and call snap elections, given the fact that, as you pointed out, she's enjoying an enormous level of popularities.
Yeah, could you attribute some of the factors that make her a popular leader at this point in time in Japan? The approval ratings are very good. What, other than her stance on China, has really worked for the people of Japan?
I think a lot of people have had mixed feelings, emotions about the worsening of Sino-Japanese relationship. However, there certainly exists a collective sign of relief. Why? Because a huge influx of Chinese tourists, although economically beneficial to some degree, has been a source of frustrations nationwide, because those are the people who sometimes behave badly in the country.
All right. Some are also saying that Japan may face its own fiscal cliff if elections are called early, and February elections will in fact delay passage of budget and the debt bill. How are those concerns going to be addressed?
The mantra, the rule of thumb, if you like, is when you think this is the right moment, that's the right moment. And any Japanese, or for that matter, any democratically elected government, must seize the opportunity to earn more and even more political capital. And so this is going to be the very important first step for her. I think her calculation would be, by winning a sizable victory in the upcoming snap elections, the passing of the legislative bill and the budget proposal in the remainder of the ordinary session would be an easy task. And as you say, the budget proposal must pass the legislative chambers, both houses, by the end of March. But given the majority she wishes to win, I think she thinks that she could do it not so much with a challenge, but relatively easily.
Dr. Taniguchi, now the failure to pass the debt bill will also put a huge hole in the state coffers, as she's planning to use debt for passage of budget and for the new plans that she has in mind. How is that stopgap budget going to address those concerns then?
If it is about the Japanese accumulated amount of government debt, that's certainly sizable, but it's important for the government to maintain it in a stable manner. And as Takaichi maintains, the new budget that she is going to propose to the ordinary session that's going to soon begin, that was supposed to soon begin, was the one that's relied relatively small, proportionate wise.
All right, doctor, do stay on with me. Thanks for your comments here, but I request you to continue being with us as we move. Viewers, US President Donald